This is going to be a short and sweet video. I've been getting an awful lot of videos, just like this one, where it says about fame is coming, recognition, your finances are going to improve. You're going to live a life that you were destined to live, rags to riches. And I get a lot of number synchronicities, people that understand my journey. You'd know that I am spiritual. I get an awful lot of signs in my life. I can ask the questions myself. I've gone on a huge healing journey, which I've documented and shared, as you can see by my books. Now, within the video, I'm sort of like in my mind thinking, how would you explain it in the future? Because that's the thing people want to know is, how did you get there? How did you come from nothing? How did you change your life around? And when you've been on a huge journey, maybe 7 to 10 years, it's kind of like, it certainly wasn't overnight. And how can you best explain it? Now, I'm already sharing that journey, which is why you can see the books. Father's daughter, a heartbroken daughter in the top right there, you can see that was me going through family court, the worst trauma of my life, being separated from my daughter. When I was on my knees, but I have like I just don't give up. I'm relentless. I will never give up on myself, and I certainly wouldn't give up on her. And then you start finding yourself along the way. But the biggest thing I would say is understanding the spiritual path has been hugely revelationary to me. It's really allowed me to find perspective and understand why things happen and keep me directed on the right path. But even aside from that, it goes beyond it. If you say to someone who's successful in the future, who's been through something, how did you change your life around? The simple answer is to humble yourself, to literally allow yourself to be rebuilt. Stop trying to control every aspect and let things flow. You know, it's literally become aligned with your authentic self, who you are at your core, not who people have tried to tell you are, not the ingrained beliefs and everything else. It's literally just like allow yourself to be cleansed and purified to be the actually original you. Because then you're not fighting against anything, you're just flowing. And when you flow, you naturally just start gravitating to where it is you're supposed to go rather than keep fighting against the tide. And that's all I would say. I could go on a huge tangent on it, a whole journey, but I think in its rawest form, it's literally you're living in alignment with the life you was destined to live because you're no longer fighting against it. You're not trying to be someone you're not trying to cling on to anything you're not supposed to cling to. Sometimes you're going to lose things. My finances, I talk a lot, are harsh a lot of the time, but I have no doubt about my future. And I won't allow even money itself to dictate and determine what I should be doing at a given moment. And that's what it is. It's literally you have to release yourself to allow things to flow. And the reality is it's not about mirroring someone else's life and trying to be them and trying to have what they have. Because again, that's not going with the flow, is it? That's still trying to control and build a life that you want or you perceive to be a better life. But if it's not meant for you, you're just causing more trouble than it's worth. So whatever life is supposed to happen for you, allow it to come to you rather than keep trying to be something you're not. Because like I say, if you keep trying to be someone you're not, life's just hard anyway. So you have to release the ego, humble yourself, and do things for your highest good. And literally have high morals. Hold yourself accountable, hold people accountable. And then just release control, release resentment, forgive for your own peace, but then set boundaries with those who disrespect. There's so many layers to it. And again, I spoke about it in my books. I find it quite amusing, in all honesty, that people may only read my books once I get recognition and your name now has some weight to it, even though those books have already existed and I already know how great they are because I've wrote them and I've read them. And all the videos I've done have been there to heal people. And it's like, you can only talk on things so much. After a while, you're just repeating it and just waiting for people to finally understand what you're trying to say and listen. And again, humble themselves to transform their lives. But this was never going to be a long video. It was a case of, if you're famous and you come from rags to riches, how did you get there? I've been showing the journey before I even got there. That's the truth.